Melania Trump's journey began in a small town in Slovenia. Born Melania Knavs, she grew up in a modest home, surrounded by the love and support of her family. Her father, a car dealer, and her mother, a pattern maker, instilled in her the values of hard work and resilience. As a young girl, Melania showed a natural interest in fashion and modeling. Her striking features and quiet confidence made her stand out. At just 16, she started modeling locally, and by the age of 18, she had signed with a modeling agency in Milan. Her transition from Slovenia to the bustling cities of Europe was not easy. Melania faced cultural differences, language barriers, and the competitive nature of the fashion industry. But she remained determined. Her elegance, professionalism, and ability to adapt quickly earned her respect in the industry. By her mid-20s, Melania had moved to New York City, where she began working with major fashion brands. The city would not only shape her career but also her destiny, as it was here she would meet the man who would change her life forever, Donald Trump. Melania and Donald Trump's relationship began in 1998 at a party during New York Fashion Week. At the time, Donald was already a well-known businessman, and Melania was a rising model. Their initial meeting wasn't straightforward. Melania, unimpressed by Donald's direct approach, resisted his advances at first. Eventually, Donald's persistence won her over. The couple's relationship quickly became a topic of public fascination. Their dynamic was intriguing. Donald, outspoken and larger than life, contrasted sharply with Melania's reserved and composed demeanor. In 2004, Donald proposed with a stunning diamond ring, and the couple married in 2005 in a lavish ceremony attended by celebrities and political figures alike. Despite the glitz and glamour, Melania always emphasized the simplicity of their relationship. He may be larger than life to the world, but at home, he's just Donald. Their marriage thrust Melania further into the spotlight, a place she never sought but handled with grace. As Donald's political ambitions grew, so did the public's interest in Melania, who remained steadfastly supportive of her husband while maintaining her own identity. When Donald Trump announced his candidacy for president in 2015, Melania found herself on an entirely new stage. As the campaign gained momentum, she faced intense media scrutiny, with critics and supporters alike analyzing her every move. Melania was often compared to previous first ladies, and her quieter, more traditional approach stood out. She focused on presenting herself with dignity and grace, avoiding the political fray as much as possible. One of her most defining moments came during her speech at the 2016 Republican National Convention. Although parts of the speech were criticized for similarities to Michelle Obama's earlier speech, Melania remained composed, stating, "My focus is on the future, on what we can achieve together." After Donald's victory, Melania became the first foreign-born First Lady since Louisa Adams in the 1820s. Her unique background brought a fresh perspective to the role, and while she often stayed in the background, her presence was undeniably impactful. As First Lady, Melania launched the Be Best initiative, a campaign aimed at promoting the well-being of children, especially in the digital age. The initiative focused on three main pillars: social media kindness, fighting opioid abuse, and improving mental health. Melania's campaign faced mixed reactions. Critics questioned her ability to tackle issues like cyberbullying given Donald Trump's own controversial online presence. However, supporters praised her for addressing issues that directly impacted younger generations. In her words, "Children are the future. If we teach them kindness, empathy, and respect now, they will carry these values forward." Despite the challenges, Melania remained dedicated to her mission. She visited schools, spoke with children, and worked closely with organizations to promote her message. Her quiet but steady efforts reflected her belief in leading by example rather than words. While Be Best may not have received the same attention as other First Lady initiatives, it became a symbol of Melania's understated but impactful approach to leadership.
As First Lady, Melania Trump consistently drew media attention, with her quiet demeanor often criticized. Some viewed her as cold and distant, while others saw her restraint as a sign of strength. Melania remained unfazed by these opinions, choosing instead to focus on her work and her family. In an interview, when asked why she didn't speak more often, Melania replied, "For those who want to see, my actions speak. Words can sometimes just add noise." This statement summarized her approach to the media's scrutiny. Her silence, while sometimes perceived as emptiness, was actually a powerful form of resistance. As the media and public tried to define her, Melania continued to walk her own path. Her Be Best campaign was the ultimate symbol of this resistance. Dedicated to helping children and creating safer environments in the digital world, the initiative quietly but effectively gained traction. While she was always a figure of public intrigue, Melania chose to focus on what truly mattered to her, resisting the constant demand for attention in her own subtle way. One of the greatest priorities in Melania Trump's life was motherhood. Her deep love and commitment to her son, Barron Trump, revealed both her vulnerability and her strength. Melania was determined to ensure that Barron had as normal a childhood as possible, despite the extraordinary circumstances of their lives. In an interview, she admitted that balancing her role as First Lady and being a mother was challenging. "For me, being a mother is my most important role. I want my son to maintain his identity in this very public world." Melania worked tirelessly to keep Barron out of the spotlight. Whether attending his soccer games, spending quality time with him, or supporting his school projects, she showed her dedication to her family. This private world revealed a more human and relatable side of Melania. Her quiet heroism as a mother often went unnoticed by the media, but for her, it was far more significant than any public role. After Donald Trump's presidency ended, Melania Trump remained at the center of global discussions. Even in the post-presidency era, media interest in the Trump family didn't wane. True to her nature, Melania stayed silent, choosing to focus on her own path. A former advisor once described her as follows: "Melania was like a mountain standing quietly in the middle of a storm. She knew all eyes were on her, but she kept moving forward in her own way." During this period, Melania devoted more time to her family. While living a quieter life in Florida, she continued to support various charitable projects behind the scenes, particularly those focused on children. Her silence became her way of balancing life's chaos. While some saw her quietness as a flaw, for Melania, it was a source of strength, a way to maintain her values amid external pressures. Melania Trump's story is one of quiet revolution. Her grace and composed demeanor prove that strength doesn't always require raising one's voice. Melania's life demonstrated how impactful silence and elegance can be. From a small town in Slovenia to the role of First Lady of the United States, her journey was a testament to resilience and inner strength. Throughout her life, she faced many challenges, always overcoming them in her own way. Her story carried an enduring message. Being strong doesn't always mean being the loudest voice. Sometimes, strength is about moving forward quietly but resolutely. This legacy continues to inspire both her supporters and critics alike. We've reached the end of today's story. It was an absolute pleasure sharing Melania Trump's quiet yet powerful journey with you. Exploring her lesser-known side and the strong messages behind her silence, we hope it inspired you as much as it inspired us. In life, silence often holds the greatest strength and depth. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring tales. Be sure to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and spread this story to those who might find it meaningful. We'll continue to shine a light on the untold stories of remarkable figures like Melania Trump. Remember, behind every story lies a mystery and inspiration waiting to be discovered. See you in the next video.